Hello and welcome back to another LEGO Train MOC Showcase video. I've made another Thomas & Friends character. It's Douglas. So I'm going to answer a question before it gets asked. No, I am not going to build Donald. I didn't really memorize or kind of notes down how I built this, so if I was going to build another one of these, it probably won't be exactly the same. I don't really want a second one of these either, as much as it would look nice to have both of them together. To me, it's just not really worth it. And why do they go for Douglas instead of Donald? I like seeing number 10 on the tender instead of number 9. But you can make this kind of, your own sort of thing. It's either Donald or Douglas. It's the same engine. So this is a model I have built in the past at 6 wide, and it was very different looking at that model to how I've made this. So this is something that is way more detailed. When you look at the details along the top in particular, looking at the dumbbell for the final details and a small dome piece for the actual dome itself. Pieces I didn't originally think of, but I stumbled across these when I was making some bricklink orders. Now, looking at the overall model, it is in scale with my other Thomas characters, and I was also making this to be in scale with my other models full stop. It's remarkably small, and the not frustrating but just weird thing is, it's technically correct, but it's just tiny, and I think it's kind of weird, but at the same time a little bit funny as well. The application of the trimline tape was nothing out of the ordinary, but I decided to cheat just a little bit. So the windows on the cab are stickers, they are not brick built. I have a silver letter and number sheet, and it also has a few shapes and lines on it. I grabbed 2 circle pieces to act as the windows on my models. It's a bit difficult to see here because of the reflection of them, but that is what I used in place of my windows instead of brick building them. With how I was building up the cab and how it was going to be connected to the boiler, cheating like this I suppose is okay, it's only really a sticker, and of course it's build preference. Love me tender. So this is a gorgeous looking tender if I do say so myself. I was concerned in how I was going to make this. I wanted to do one thing with this model in comparison to my other Thomas characters. I'm using the standard train wheels for the tenders, and with the spacing of them, the middle wheel is sliding freely in the same way that Henry and Gordon's tender do this as well. Now again, it's not very tall, but it is plenty length, and it just looks really nice to look at. The number 10 and the lining of course bring this out to look very different to how it was before it had lining. And the overall shape and dimensions again are kept quite nice. It's just a shame that it looks really tiny in comparison to everything else, despite the fact that it was made to a proper scale. Donald and Douglas are some of my favourite characters in the Thomas franchise, and I'm glad I was able to represent that character's role here in LEGO. The model is very small and very light, which means when it comes to running, it's not going to take too much weight for it to move. It's also a very smooth runner thanks to how the wheels have been set up both on the boiler and the tender, and overall it just looks really handsome. I am very pleased with myself with this model. And that is it for this LEGO Train MOC Showcase video. Thank you all ever so much for watching. Also at the top of the description is a link to my Discord server. There are over 100 members with amazing conversations across a bunch of amazing topics. If you want to be more connected to the fan base, then consider joining the Discord server. Both links are in the top of the description. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.